自分は産絹彦根と申します。送り知るせ、イコメキどもへ。徳永様のお役に立ってみせます。
そのために手に入れた力だ。挽回。天差残月。トルメンタでサイエンテスでキルシエラコ。
Alright, what is going on, guys? This is your boy the Death Smasher, and welcome back to another Bleach Brave Souls video. I want to apologize for the lack of content, because there hasn't been much that I was able to do in terms of video, and I also want to give a shout out once again to Absolute K for being able to let me do this video, because we are back again with another Who Is Better video between the newly released Fierce Battle Ichigo and Hikone. Was the only version of Hikone we have right now until we get the resurrected Hikone, which should be for the final round of Camp Your Own World. So thank you again, Absolute K, for lending me the account, because now we are going to be getting right onto the comparison. So starting it off with Hikone. So this man slash female, whatever the fuck this guy is, it's genderless. I know. I've read the novel from the game. Now, this unit is a no affiliation unit, so this is really good because it means that for when it comes to harder content in the game, no enemy has no affiliation killer, whether it's Inheritance Zone, Droplet Zone, or even Senkamen quests, or even Extreme Co-op. No enemy has that, so this unit is 100% safe to bring in pretty much all raids. So, taking a look at its stats, he's got 1076 stamina, attack at 638, defense at 354, focus at 351, and a base SP of 778. Now, he did get his SP buffed up to level 5, so that's an additional 250 plus SP added onto our SP count. So, it's still cool. Like, we still will be able to do just about enough damage to take out mobs. He's got Soul Reaper Killer, strong attack recharge time minus 12%, and taking a look at his attacks and his skills, he's got weakening on all of his attacks, which is really nice. Weakening is one of the best status elements you can use in the game, and this makes him an overall god for when we have melee Soul Reaper Killer weeks for guild quests. So taking a look at his skills, he's got a 20% bruiser, devastation at 40%. He is immune to being paralyzed, which is really nice. He's got frenzy, he's got debilitary plus 5 seconds, sprinter plus 2, and long stride. So this unit, on top of being a really powerful Soul Reaper killer from Mind, he can get runs done within like a minute or two, which is really nice. So on top of being able to kill off enemies like the madman that it is also able to flash step all the way across the map, allowing you to do sub 2-minute runs, if not even sub 1-minute runs with this Hikone, thanks to having long stride and sprinter plus 2. So not only is he going to be a really hard hitter for Mind for when it comes to Soul Reaper killers, but he is also one of the fastest Mind units in the game that we could possibly have, because we do not have another long stride unit for Mind that also has sprinter plus 2. Keep in mind that this unit has 3 flash steps. So yeah, that's basically Hikone in a nutshell. And now on to Fierce Battle Ichigo, who is the most recent Mind Soul Reaper killer that we've gotten in the game that is also melee. Now, as we can see right here, he has this Ichigo 2 out of 5 and has a focus of level 5. But it's okay, because for when we go into the actual comparison, we can just give both the units the Yukis. So that way we will be able to do an equal comparison between both of the characters. But anyways, this unit is a Soul Reaper with Soul Reaper Killer, so for when it comes to raids in general, only Droplet Zone actually has enemies with Soul Reaper Killer, while for IZ, there's nothing that is actually going to be stopping this Ichigo, so he's also a pretty safe character to bring into Inheritance Zone. Not so much for Droplet Zone, but it's fine enough as is. He's got strong attack recharge time minus 12%, and taking a look at his stats, he's got 1094 stamina, attack at 630, defense at 352. He's got a base focus of 356 and a base SP of 790. which is overall really good and well-rounded in terms of stats. And as we go ahead and take a look at his attacks and his skills, now unlike Hikone, he does not have any sort of status ailments on his kit. However, he has a transformation mechanic which allows him to go into his Bankai upon using the special, meaning that once you transform, the strong attacks reset, plus they hit harder because the magnifications will go from 120% to 150%, allowing Ichigo to do even bigger numbers compared to Hikone. And to add it on, he also has a Bruiser of 40% and a Berserker of 40%. Added on top of Frenzy, meaning that if you give this man a badge with 30% SP, he's gonna have that shit stacked up to 60%. And that's without strong attack damage, which is insane. He also has a devastation of 60%, so he is going to be nuking a lot harder compared to Hikone, which is a 20% difference. He is also immune to being paralyzed, so that's really good. He's got the new DR towards Soul Reapers, which is 20%, which is okay because it means that you'll be taking 20% less damage towards Soul Reapers. And hey, for autoing, this is actually not a bad skill considering you are going to be bringing this unit onto raids where you have Soul Reaper enemies. He's also got Frenzy, he's also got Sprinter, and he is also the very first unit to get the hit hidden enemies 100%, meaning that he doesn't need a Zeta Pill to hit enemies that are underground, because this skill alone is added, which is really good, really fucking good. Now, he does not have any sort of debilitating status ailment, but his entire set of skills alone make up for it, which is really nice. So how exactly are we going to be doing this comparison? Well, here's how. We're going to be doing the same format as always, where we bring the units on their own individual respective runs. And with Ichigo, I'll basically give him the Golden Yuki, the Pill, and the Badge, all with 30% SP. As for Hikone, it's the Yuki, the Pill, and the Karakorn Alpha, all with 30% SP. And both characters will have two 14% recharge links and a 12% recharge link. That is how we're going to be comparing both of the characters, so let's just go ahead and jump onto Inheritance Zone and do their respective individual runs.
然だろ。
Now that we've gone over the gameplay for both of the characters, it is time to analyze their kits and go over their pros and cons. Starting off with Hikone's kit, it has a lunge on first strong attack, AoE attack on its second, which is very similar to a lot of units like Mugetsu, Adult Toshiro, and Ginzuru, and a third, which is 1000 radius full screen. Really good kit despite the first strong attack being quite wonky. Fierce Battle Ichigo has a lunge on first, beam on second similar to Ichibe's second strong attack, and a third strong attack that has 975 radius and hits everything that is in front of him, which is the same type of strong attack that Zombie Toshiro, Askin, and Campfire Unrolled Nelliel have, the cannon one, making it an amazing strong attack for hitting a lot of mobs that are in front of him. Imagine this unit had Havoc, he would have the same third strong attack that the Mind Koga has. But unfortunately, that isn't the case, but it remains to say that Ichigo's kit is still really well done. Now it is time to start off with the pros and cons. Starting it off with Hikone, with its pros. No affiliation unit. Perfect for Senkaimon quests where you need no affiliation units overall, and is perfect for PvE as there are no raids where enemies have no affiliation killer, making him by far the safest mind unit to bring in general, second to Candace. Weakening on everything. Self-explanatory, extremely useful for guild quests when you need to do more damage, and great for stopping enemies from killing you in PvE. Sprinter +2 and Long Stride. This makes it so that you are able to clear content a lot faster as you can speed run through it like TLA Soifon. Now I hope you are ready to see the cons for Hikone, because it really goes to show a lot of them as to why Hikone is not the perfect Soul Reaper killer from Mind. The cons. Locked outside the premium pool. Self-explanatory. If you want to get Hikone 5 out of 5, you have to summon for it when it returns, as you can't pull dupes of it through tickets, as it is a Campfire Unrolled character. Terrible NAD string. Okay, you guys will be like, but Death, it's an SP unit, not a NAD unit. And I get that, but cut the crap and listen, because this is a con that actually hits it hard for when it comes to doing a NAD build, and when you're going with a Senkaizen build in general. And sometimes a recharge build, but not that impactful. Its NAD string is terribly slow that it literally takes a second to activate when it should be instantly the moment you press the button. Not to mention, its hitbox is also pretty bad to the point that you can miss with it for when it comes to getting soul bombs and health pots, whatever the fuck they are. So once you use up your strong attacks on whatever build, whether it's a strong attack damage build or strong attack recharge, you will be left to use its NAD string while waiting for its strong attacks to come back. This was a big problem for when it came to doing guild quests before the revamp, and still remains true for everything else PvE related. Wonky first strong attack. At the very least, Hikone does have a lunge, but it's also quite wonky as it doesn't completely hit everywhere. It can hit what's in front and from the sides, but barely from the back, and considering it's a 2-hit string, the damage will not be at its max. Bit of a hit or miss con, but I thought of including it in here. Let me know your opinion about this in the comment section below. Lacks a high berserker. This con is debatable because Hikone came out before Frenzy units also started getting a berserker with Havoc, so maybe this will not apply, but because it's a comparison between the Fierce Battle Ichigo, this actually does somewhat apply for when it comes to doing the best overall damage. Now, Hikone still does have Frenzy, however, he doesn't do near as much damage compared to Ichigo, where you can go full recharge on Ichigo and still have a 60% increase in his SAD, while Hikone, it's only going to be at a bare minimum of 20%, supposing you don't start giving Hikone Senkaizen links. Needs a Zeta Pill. Unlike Ichigo, where he has the hit hidden enemy skill, with Hikone, you need to give it a Zeta Pill, which will potentially make you miss out on good possible DPS. Pretty self-explanatory. Now that we've gone over Hikone's pros and cons, it is time to move over to Ichigo. Starting off with his pros, transformation mechanic on his special. This is an amazing feat as it can allow you to use Ichigo's Bankai for 30 seconds, resetting his strong attacks and allowing you to do more damage, as the strong attack and normal attack magnifications go from 120% to 150% on everything. In the premium pool, unlike Hikone, it is possible to pull copies of him through 5-star tickets, BBS tickets, 4 to 5-star tickets, and 6-star tickets, and will return multiple times like most premium pool characters in the near future. Better Nad string, self-explanatory and is a lot better compared to Hikone's terrible Nad string. Better first strong attack. Ichigo's lunge is a lot better than Hikone's as it actually does consistent damage from all directions. In front, in the middle, and from the back. Exactly how a lunge should be. Higher Bruiser and Berserker. Self-explanatory as it allows Ichigo to do more damage on his Nat string and his strong attacks. No Zeta Pill needed. His hit hidden enemies skill is the Zeta Pill built into a 6-star ability, thus allowing you to build up Ichigo with your best possible accessories and not having to worry about sacrificing potential DPS to hit underground enemies. Ichigo has a lot of strong pros going for him, but no unit ever comes without his cons, so taking a look into them. Lack of status ailments. I know that with his kit, having a status ailment is too much, but if he had something along the line of weakening, he'd easily be the best Mind Soul Reaper killer period, and this comparison wouldn't have been a thing, yet it still is. So, yeah. Slower than Hikone. Unlike Hikone, Ichigo doesn't have Long Stride and Sprinter +2, so with Ichigo, you will take a bit more time trying to clear the quest as fast as possible. So to end off the comparison in a nutshell, in terms of doing the best overall possible damage that you can do, Ichigo is actually best suited for that category, while Hikone gets the job done better as a speedrunner. Both characters are still really good top tier characters for Mind as they both work for the harder content in the game. Both characters are still able to do guild quests efficiently with their kits to the point of being able to clear it, and is only a matter of time of which character you have most dupes of, which in my case is the Mind Baragon. Yes, I don't need to get neither Hikone or Ichigo 5 out of 5 because Baragon just gets the job done. Please go watch the Baragon showcase once you guys are done with this whenever you want. And that concludes the comparison video between Fierce Battle Ichigo and Hikone. If you guys liked this video, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video with your friends and family, and hit the bell notification so that way you guys are up to date with my most recent videos that I upload on a daily/weekly basis. So yeah, this has been your boy, the Death Smasher, and I will see you guys in the next video. Now, I know it's been kind of dead on my channel. I haven't been producing a lot of content, but I'll try to get some videos out here in between as I wait for Camphor World Kenpachi's banner to come out. So, yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Shoutouts once again to Absolute K for making this comparison video possible. Without him, I probably would have done this shit like months later after I have gotten Fierce Battle Ichigo. So thanks again, mate. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, lads.